I don't know, man. I couldn't wear. I don't want to wear white to a party. You know what I mean? You just can't do it. You spill a drink, you look like crap. I don't understand white parties.
What do you mean, dude? What do you mean? I would assume that you would go to a lot of white parties.
It's not what I mean. I'm talking about Diddy's parties.
Oh,
the white parties that we were talking about before the show, before we ran the intro.
Parties.
Yeah.
My bad.
Why do you want to wear white to a party? Like I said, you spill something on it, and if there's debauchery going, you definitely don't want to be covered in juices.
Wait, what is debauchery? Is debauchery like a drink or something?
It could be. I bet they make a debauchery on the beach.
I thought that was always like vengeance or something that was best served cold, you know?
No, that's vengeance or revenge. Yeah. Revenge is like cold cuts.
Oh,
isn't that the same?
I don't know, dude. I mean, some people look good in white, you know. I come out looking like the Michelin Man.
Yeah, I don't. I look like a stuffed sausage.
You like the guy? Like the guy.
You've seen me, dude. I'm a portly fella. I'm not fat, but I definitely got the tum-tum.
I saw you. I thought you were cosplaying as the guy, you know, from Ghostbusters. That's the.
Oh yeah, Venkman. Yeah, he's a skinny guy. He looks good. Old Peter Venkman.
You know, that's it. That's you.
If you say Slimer, we're done. I'm walking out.
Honestly, I think you would look good, pretty decent in an all white outfit on the beach, dude. You know, toes in the sand.
I could totally see it.
Yeah, you can see it, right? You know,
my hair flowing in the wind.
Little button up Hawaiian white shirt. Yeah.
He's like beach radical Jesus.
Well, if there's anybody out there that wants to send me some Hawaiian shirts, then bring them in, man. We'll do it.
Oh, we know you love your Hawaiian shirts, bro.
I love them. I'm not wearing one today. I got my Joker t-shirt on.
Oh, you said you had a Joker. I was assuming like you were talking about like Batman Joker.
This is Batman Joker. See how he got the lips drawn on the thing? It was from Gotham.
Okay, I got it. I got you. Yeah, but speaking of Diddy, man, of those parties, dude. I mean, I think that's the only thing that's on headlines right now. Everybody forgot about Civil War. Everybody forgot about the Trump assassination. Everybody forgot about the ongoing pandemic with Russia and Ukraine and Palestine,
Hezbollah and Israel, and it's all gone.
Yeah, it's like everybody's like, who cares about all those dying people when you got Diddy buying up all the baby oil? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about all this, man. Like, it really sucks that this is where we're at in society. But then again, and we've asked this question before, right? Are you really surprised?
That it was Diddy or that it was anybody in the.
That it was anyone. Are you really surprised that in the music industry this happened?
No.
I
mean, just
I don't think so. I mean, but that's the biggest thing, though. Like we talked about on last week's episode. You know, it's like, is anybody surprised? Is there anybody's that jaw hit the floor and was like, "What?" Like completely floored by this? You know, I don't think so. You know, I think it's more or less we kind of all over the years have gotten this notion of what Hollywood is about, and I think some people are just in denial. Some people are just like, "Well, it's not in my backyard. You know, what do I care?" You know, and then some people know. And then when it happens, when it comes out and it happens. But I mean, for me personally, to be truthfully honest, I mean, look at the long list of the victims and the celebrities that were on Epstein's list.
Yeah.
And what happened? And what happened to them? Nothing. Nothing happened. What happened? The people demanded justice for what, a week? And then all of a sudden it was, what's going on with Kanye and Kim? Look at Taylor Swift, thing, right? And you know.
Here's my take on why Epstein was kind of pushed under the rug. Because he's not Diddy. He hasn't been in the public spotlight selling records for 40 years. You know what I mean? He's not this, like, maybe he is to billionaires, but I hadn't heard of the guy until all this stuff came forward. Had you?
Have you heard of Diddy or Epstein?
I mean, Diddy. Epstein. I hadn't heard of Epstein till all this came along.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But again, though,
you know what I mean? So I think that one got.
But you heard about the people that were on the list, though. You heard those big names. You heard. I guarantee you heard of them. But again, it got swept under the rug, dude. It gets buried. They pay so much money to have it buried, and everything's done under the table. You know, next thing you know, you don't know nothing about nothing.
Dude, the names on his list are pretty interesting. Beyonce, Drake, Dr. Dre, The Game, Bishop, Phat and Spicy, Justin Bieber, Usher, Cuba Gooding Jr., Russell Simmons. Shit, man, there's a lot of names.
I think it was just Spicy. Like, what, me?
I was wondering if you were going to catch that. I tried to slip it in there nice and.
You can't slip that in there. Ain't nothing gets slipped in around here, bro. Especially at a Diddy party.
Yeah,
you know
we're not famous enough to go to a Diddy party.
Ain't enough baby oil in the world you can tempt me with.
Dude, it was 1,000 bottles of baby oil they found.
So is that a real thing? Because I keep seeing the memes, right? And I wasn't sure because I'm not. I don't really dive too much into this, but the baby oil, they really found all of that.
Yeah, they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants, specifically Astroglide, I think.
So that's my point. Do you want to wear a nice white linen shirt to a party and then get it covered with KY? I don't.
I'm just saying, now you got all these dry ass babies running around here shaved.
I know, right? We're actually saving the children.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
last time I used that much baby oil was when we did a slip and slide at the biker rally. Because it makes you
just
go
slipping
faster.
and sliding and on baby oil.
It makes you go faster, man.
What happened to the good old days? You just use some dish soap, you know.
Dish soap.
You get a bath and you slide. You know what I'm saying?
Grandma just turned the hose on. We were lucky she pulled any rocks out of the yard.
Yeah. No, I was looking at this little meme earlier. It was like it was a meme of somebody slamming like a glass on the ground all mad. And it was like the CEO of Johnson & Johnson when Diddy's order isn't put through this week.
Wow.
That's funny.
So what's going on? Oh, you know what we didn't do?
What did we do?
We didn't
go to the party?
We didn't go to the party, but we didn't do the intro. Tell them who you are.
Well, guys, welcome to the Phat and Spicy Show, guys. You know, if you don't know, now you know. I'm Phat.
I'm Spicy.
Or you can call me Jacob.
Or Anson, you know, whatever. And then that's Lozzie down there. Which way? This way? Pushing the buttons.
Push the buttons.
And welcome to the Phat and Spicy Show, guys. We hope that you enjoy. As always, you know, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. But yeah, dude. I guess how much do we actually know about what's going on with this whole, you know, case? You know, How much has actually been released to the public?
I don't think much. I mean, we got the names, right? And that because I guess for some reason these are public filings. I thought they
Yeah.
would all be kept under wraps until the court date, like discovery and all that stuff. I don't know. Um, but we know what he's accused
Well,
of. I mean, that's for sure.
so we have, I see on here, we have one of the allegations is being brought against Puffy. I don't want to call him Daddy, dude. Uh, it's from his producer Rodney Jones, who worked on his latest album, the Love album, Off the Grid.
Mhm.
He accused Combs of sexual harassment, groping, and forcing to use sex workers and illegal drugs.
Yeah, dude.
So he also
Um,
names his son, some of the executives from Motown Records and Universal Music Group, and co-defendants, implicating them in the environment surrounding the alleged misconduct. But yeah, like I said, these charges are no joke. Especially as I'm reading through all the other ones, you got SA, RA, sex trafficking, and but again though, these allegations flew around for me at least because I was current with the things that were going on back then in the entertainment industry. These things were already in the air back then.
Yeah.
And what happened? It all got swept in the rug, and everybody was just like, what else? What else?
Well, as long as
There's
they're
a whole
making
new-
money, who cares what they do, right? Isn't that the fact? Like money greases the wheels of everything.
Well, there's a whole new movement now,
What's the movement?
the movement of people coming out about the shit that's happening to them, like all over, You
Like the Me Too and all that.
Me Too. You have people coming out. Was it Nickelodeon or Disney or what was it?
Yeah, Nickelodeon. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So like people are getting canceled now. People are coming out. You have the whole movement of people revealing what's happened to them because they're not putting up with it. So much stuff has been happening in the past where it was just okay. It was just swept under the rug. Like nobody talked about it. Parents were taking their little kids to these Nickelodeon shows, dropping them off and say, have fun for the day, and who knows what was going on. And then you have, I think it's just it's just coming out now. Everybody's
But see,
tired
that's
of
the thing, though. This is the thing that, yeah, you're right. It is the age of revealing secrets. But are we too far gone in society to even be able to hold anybody accountable for this stuff?
Maybe.
Look, where's Rob Snyder now?
Yeah.
I guarantee he's not in prison.
No, Rob Schneider was just on Adam Sandler's latest thing.
What did Rob Schneider do?
It was the same kind of. It was. I think he was he a groper?
I know he's no, not Rob Snyder. I'm sorry, not Rob.
I was gonna say
I'm not sorry. I love Rob Snyder. No, my bad. Not Rob Snyder. No, Rob Snyder is the guy from These Big and Low, Mel Gigolo.
It's El King's daddy.
No, the Nickelodeon guy.
Oh.
He did say. I'll tell you what, though. Rob Schneider did say that he was molested by Harvey Weinstein on a couple of occasions.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, who doesn't? Harvey goes after anybody.
Dan Snyder.
That's the guy from Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Dan Snyder guy. Yeah.
Where's he at now?
He last thing I heard, I guess, until the video came out, he was like working with another studio to try to get another show off the ground.
Yeah. So, like I said, I mean,
did you see the Nickelodeon documentary?
No.
So that was one thing that they kept mentioning in there is like we knew that Dan was doing the shit, but the guy was making us so much money. What are you going to do? And that's what I'm saying. As long as you're a cash machine, you're protected from the world. Do you know what I mean? Taylor Swift could be eating puppies every night. But as long as she's making $1 billion for the record companies, nobody's going to know about it.
So basically, we know where he's at. He's abroad. He moved abroad, and he's just selling.
Oh, did he flee?
He didn't. He fled. He just out of the public eye. That's what happens. They get a slapping on the wrist, and they say, "Hey, how could you get caught?"
Yeah. How could you get caught? That's what it is, right? And the executives of the studios come out and they don't say we're sorry that this happened to the kids. We're saying we're sorry that we're not making any money anymore from this guy.
Exactly. So I sit there and say, and I question the people, the United States and anybody else. I'll say, where is the justice? There is no justice. We don't demand justice anymore. We don't demand justice. We demand a public display, and we want him to say sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's good enough for us. Let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he comes up and he says, I'm sorry, I admit it, I was wrong. Okay, well, let's go something else. That's what we've become. We've become a society of people that are how do you say, immune, or we are just desensitized by everything, that will take every and anything and just go with it.
Okay, so what's
Because
doing that to us?
we've been beaten and battered, and we've been made to feel that we can't no amount of energy that we spend is going to make any change. That is what we have been led to believe. That it doesn't matter if we vote, that it doesn't matter if we do this or that, it's all going to be the same in the end. We don't make a difference.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm not saying you're wrong, but I want to look at the other side of that. I think there's a side where we're just all cynical about everything now. And like you said, desensitized, but instead of wanting to bury our heads and like, poor me, oh, this is going on in the world and we should get this guy, what people are doing is I think they find more humor and funniness in it by making jokes about it. Do you know what I mean? All the late night guys, they're not reporting the news about Diddy, they're making freaking jokes. And I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
either we're cynical or that's our coping mechanism. I don't know.
But is that not desensitized? Shouldn't people be appalled? Is the last thing people should be doing is making jokes?
Maybe they are appalled, but the only way they can say it is through a joke in order to soften it for themselves. Because a lot of people don't want to know the reality of what's out there anyway, even though they see it every day.
The reality is everybody's trying to make the first joke to get a little viral, to go viral, to get a little fame, and to boost themselves up. They don't
To make
care
money.
if they don't care if they have to, point at somebody, who's doing a TikTok that has a disability. They don't care if they're making fun of somebody who has Down syndrome. As long as they get those 50,000 likes on their comment, they're happy. They go to bed at night and they feel accomplished. It doesn't matter whose back they step on to get where they're at. That is a society that we live in, dude. And those are the
That's
people.
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I could say, growing up from the age that we grew up in, which was, you got to be tough. You got to be tough. You got to have thick skin. But at what point do we completely throw away compassion and just say, oh, get over it? You got to have thick skin. Like at what point do we throw away compassion and sit there and say, oh, it's a joke. You can either take it, or F off.
I don't know. I think that's part of the human condition is not knowing how to handle things like this. So you make jokes or you make light of it in order to, it's like the best way to deal with drama. Like, the stand-up comics that I listen to, 9/10 of them all came from terrible childhoods and had serious trauma. And that's the only way they can talk about it is to make jokes about it. It's the only way they can deal with it. So I wonder if that's society in a whole. It's just comics made a fucking living out of it.
I don't think so. I think, like I said, I think it's a society that's been built off of who wants to go viral next. Who can reach this level of stardom next, and you got to be willing to make those cuts and those sacrifices and say whatever it is you got to say, and just joke on whoever it is you got to joke on. Because nowadays, that's what it is. It's a little taste of fame. It's a little taste of glory, and people are so fucking starved for attention because all they do is spend their day in their telephone with no kind of human communication, no kind of human interaction. They're so starved for it, and they don't realize it, that they're willing to throw anybody and everybody under the bus just to get that little bit of self of redemption and say, oh, look, I'm important, I matter.
Well, look at Haktua. Same thing, right? Is it a
Yeah, but again,
distraction from life, or did she take a shot and make it? Like what?
it's not their fault. It's not the fault of the people that go viral, like essentially like the Haktua girl. She did something and she just went viral. It is essentially society's fault for allowing these people to go viral. The same thing with Bad Baby, who went viral for disrespecting her parents and calling the audience a bunch of hoes and telling them she was going to fight them outside. You went viral for being disrespectful, a little disrespectful brat, and the people made it happen. So again, like I said, society itself is to blame for creating these monsters and creating this environment that we are living in now. So, it's one of those things that we have to swallow that. We have to swallow. We've all gone over a clip and we've all looked at it and we're like, it's kind of immoral, but it was funny.
Her Haktua
No,
video?
I'm talking about any video in general. Like,
Oh,
we've all been
yeah.
guilty of doing
Sure.
that. So
Look,
like
you and
I said,
you and I even have to censor some of the stuff that we want to talk about because we don't want to get canceled. We're trying to build a network and build a brand, and we have to be careful. And that's just the world we live in. We don't want to step on toes, and I think that sucks too.
But why is this? Why is it this? Why is it that only the people that are trying to make it have to be on their toes about everything, but everybody else can say anything and everything?
I don't know. I mean, maybe that's where we're going wrong. Maybe we should say F it and just start talking about our balls every day.
That's true. What Big Mama Lisa said is exactly. It's anonymity online is what's is the biggest thing. Is people will post and doing all these things, and you go to their profile and it's nobody. It's a joke profile.
Yeah.
And like, how can you hold nobody accountable for what they say?
Welcome to the world of the internet, mi amigo.
That's freedom of speech, though, right?
It is. So there's that, right? Is it worth, like I said, if you start limiting one thing and taking something away from the First Amendment, then you're going to take another thing, and then the whole amendment erodes, right? So do we have to leave it all there in order to get certain protections? Do you know what I'm saying?
So, like I said, my thing is this.
No?
Are we?
You didn't even hear my question.
What was your question? My bad.
Oh my god, that was
My bad. I was doing a fact check real quick.
I forgot now. Go ahead with the fact.
No,
Laws, what do you say?
You said what do we, if we want to remove something from
So we can't erode the First Amendment.
Yeah.
We can't take one thing out because we're gonna have to take another thing out, and then the whole thing's gone. So do we just leave it all in order to gain a few protect? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's kind of one of those things, like to me, I believe there has to be mediation at some point. There has to be a self-correctiveness, within society that has to shift. We, for the longest time, the freedom of speech was a good thing.
Yeah.
It was a good thing. It was the look at Martin Luther King, look at Malcolm X, freedom of speech was a good thing. It was used for what its intended purpose was. But when people realized that they were not going to be held accountable for what they said, they started saying every and anything.
Right.
And
I always wondered, how is burning a flag free speech? You're not saying anything, you're burning something. And I get it's a flag, it's a piece of cloth,
you're making
right?
a statement.
I guess maybe it is making a statement. I'm not saying I'm against it. I just never understood how that itself was freedom of speech. But
because
I guess like
you have to learn to leave emotion out. You know what I'm saying? Because what the flag represents for you may not represent the same for somebody else. So like, to me, my biggest thing is like, at what point do we hold people, freedom of speech is one of those leading things where, what we have with cyberbullying or bullying in general,
Yeah.
Like, how does that fall hand in hand?
But again, if you start limiting them for saying something, then you have to limit the next person for saying something else, and then before long, the freedom of speech isn't there, correct? So I guess you just let them do what they could do. Is that part of it? I don't like it, but
where's the fine? I mean, like, where's the line between freedom of speech and bullying? Though?
Exactly.
That's a good question.
So
yeah.
So where's the line? Where do we draw the line in society and say, hey, look, because as we know, the rise in cyberbullying, unalivings is just going up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going up as the years go. Let's be honest with it. It's going up, and and it's affecting more kids. And then when I read about it, I see it, and I look at the ages of the kids that are doing this and going through this. They're around my daughter's age, and I'm just like, I'm scared because I'm like, and the parents always come out and say, "Oh, I didn't know anything about it," So
I mean, you can have freedom. I think that's where you have to put some. So we have moderators. That's why we have, putting rules in place and trying to take out those people who are going to be coming in, doing the bullying and doing all that. You can't stop it all the time, of course, but hopefully the platforms that you're going into, whether it's a game or like a podcast or a show or YouTube or whatever, hopefully you have that platform has things set in place to kind of hopefully.
yeah, but there are no moderators in real life, though.
That's the
Right.
problem.
But we're
There's
talking
not
about
some guy-
cyber
Well, the
bullying.
cyber, yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing, though. I mean, by the time Facebook or anybody else gets to it, the damage is already done.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Nobody's seen it.
I
Yeah.
was talking more like live stuff, but yeah, I did. That's true. That's true.
So, like
Keyboard
I said,
warriors.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can honestly think about, dude, and say that that'll fix it is one of two things, and there probably are more of the options, but these are the ones that I can come up with right now. It's one, society as a whole has to shift and say, look, that's unacceptable, and we have to start holding people accountable. If you know somebody that's doing it, if you know that that's your buddy out there, he's trolling, he's picking on somebody, you yourself have to hold yourself accountable to hold them accountable.
Yeah.
And say, look, chill out. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
So that is one way. The second way is, like Josh said on our last episode where we talked a lot about stuff like this. You have to get rid of anonymity online.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of it.
I think that's the answer, man.
Get rid of it. Put your face up there. You still got to say it. Say it.
Yeah. If you don't
Say
put
it
your
now
face
that
up
you
there,
know-
then I don't want to hear what you have to say.
Say it now that the whole world's gonna know who you are, where you know what I'm saying, what you do, and put your views and your beliefs to the test. And if you are that ballsy, then be that ballsy. But don't hide behind a fake account. Don't hide behind a fake name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree, dude. 100%. By the way, guys, while we're in the middle of all this seriousness and we're still having fun, don't forget we have a donate button on our page. If you want to help the show, we're trying to grow. We're adding a new content all the time. Don't forget, like, subscribe, man, make comments on our YouTube videos. We got the donate button. We got the subscription buttons. Anything helps us keep going. We'd really like to grow and expand, and we'd like your help to do that. So please, guys, click those buttons, put comments in our YouTube pages. That's a big one.
For every
and just go
dollar
to
they
YouTube
donate, Spicy will pluck one nose hair.
You got it, man. I keep a nose hair trimmer right here by my desk, and I'll
I'm
throw the
talking
thing
about- I'm
away
talking
for a
about
month.
plucking, just-
You got to.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'll throw this thing away, and I'll just sit here and one at a time.
tweeze.
You gotta
One
get-
eyebrow hair every
Oh,
dollar.
I can't. No, the eyebrows hurt. You can't fuck up with these caterpillars. Look at these sexy things. Eyebrows.
He doesn't have a beard.
No, my beard's above my eyes.
Wait, can you grow
And
facial
my
hair?
chest. I got a hairy
Do you
chest.
grow facial hair? I've never seen you with facial hair. I seen you
Yeah,
with scruff.
you see me with scruff. I'm a notorious shaver, but the movie that I was in that just came out, it's on Amazon, by the way. You guys can go check it out. It's called Bad Fish. I had a full beard, long hair, full beard, sitting in the
But I'm
scene.
saying, can you yourself grow like?
Yeah, I had one in the movie. I grew it. That was my beard.
I tried watching that, but I couldn't find you.
Wait, how did you grow a beard for the movie? But I never saw it on the podcast. What, are you growing overnight? You're reptilian.
Because we filmed the movie before I started podcast with you.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. We filmed that back in like early 22.
It's just they want you to dye your hair
Green.
for the money, bro.
I can't
lather yourself up in baby oil and dye your hair green.
You could get that cream, that cream that you could put in your hair that like dyes your hair instead of just doing dye. Like they have that cream, Have you guys seen that on TikTok?
No.
It's like
I don't want to. I like my hair.
So you can be the Joker for Halloween. There you go.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Oh my God! Don't ever do that again.
Don't talk like one of them, even if you want to be. You're not.
You know his lips were chapped after that whole movie. Just constantly licking him.
That's why he was doing it, because the shit that they put on the sides to give him his scars irritated his lips. That's he came up with the lick to help
really?
him in the scenes, and it just became part of his character, like made him look more insane. Yeah.
It's
How
funny.
Dude,
cool is that?
spray can green. What is spray can green?
Yeah, what is spray can? Can you look up green
Yeah.
hair spray can laws? I want to see what this is.
Oh, it's like the hairspray, right?
But it colors your hair green.
Yeah.
Will it work
no,
on
this
my
is-
dark hair
This
though?
is
That's my
car.
question.
This is car automobile spray paint.
By the way, I can't do green because I use a green screen. It'll just look like I'm bald, which looks like I am any day.
That's it. That's it, guys. You give us $20 and he'll do it.
There it is. Yeah, you throw in $20, I'll go out and get a can of green hair spray paint.
I want green screen green.
Green screen green. I'm
There's
kind of
this-
curious to see what that looks like.
Right here. Let me see.
Oh snap!
Oh, that's too funny. You're a needy. I love you.
Give us 10 Twitch subs and he'll do it.
Like I said, we're not trying to be greedy, but we do have staff that help us out. Oh, there it is. What's it called?
Punky color. I don't know. That's just one I found.
What is it? $10?
I like that. That is
Okay.
that's green screen green right there.
It is green screen green. All right.
I will.
Dude,
If we get 10 Twitch subs, I will order this right now and have it shipped to your house.
I'll put it on tomorrow.
That is crazy. For Thursday show?
Yeah, I'll do it for Thursday show. Oh, we have Aaron on, by the way. Let's remind everybody.
Oh yeah, guys. Guys, if you are a follower already of our show, guys, don't forget that every Monday we do D&D on the Critical Idiots. It's another show brought to you by Peanut Studios. If you like D&D, you like storytelling, that's where you want to be. This Monday we didn't do it because we had technical difficulties, but next Monday we'll be back at it. And we're actually going to have our DM or our dungeon master, game master on our Thursday show. So we'll be interviewing him and asking him questions about, how do you get into it in society in general, right?
How to make a living at this, dude. This is his full-time job.
Yeah, he does. That's crazy.
Like he's achieved the dream.
I wish I could achieve that dream and just get paid to storytell.
I wish we could just get paid to do Phat and Spicy.
So why don't you?
We could get paid to storytell. We just got to become phone sex operators, dude. Me and you. What do you say?
We go male or feminine? Because I could do like, I'm gonna grab you and I'm gonna throw you in the bar.
That's a deep
and I'm gonna hit you
feminine
with a
voice
beer
you got
bottle.
there.
Or do we go, let me
That's
be
that
your
Oh, was that
Diddy
baby.
voice.
was that your feminine voice or was that your male voice?
That was the bear voice.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna hit you
thought
with a beer barrel.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing like a Waffle House waitress or something.
That was
What?
him practicing to go
Waitress,
see
a
Diddy in
diner
prison.
waitress.
I've never been to a Waffle House.
I know. I forget the West Coast doesn't have. What do y'all have? What kind of diner do y'all have over there?
We're a Denny's area.
We're at Denny's area.
Everybody's.
I mean, that's just all we got. We got Denny's. Listen, let me tell you the fast food we have in our town. We have a McDonald's, a Burger King, a Jack in the Box. We got all the burgers covered, right? We got a Taco Bell, which is getting closed down right now and turned into a KFC Taco Bell because we don't have chicken here in this town.
So let me ask you something real quick while we're on the subject of burgers. As you as a chef
Mhm.
who works in the kitchen and makes a hell of a burger,
They do.
do you still eat fast food burgers?
Yeah.
And in your opinion, what's the go-to? Like, what's the one that like this is the one?
So if I'm feeling peckish and I want to grab something that's substantial, I'm going to grab a Big Mac every time. I just like the flavors. I like that bun in the middle, the extra carbs. But the best, that's just me saying I want something greedy in my mouth.
I get it.
The best burger out there is probably the Whopper.
What?
You get big onions, you get big slices of tomatoes, you get the lettuce leaf.
It
There's no
tastes
shredded
weird.
shit on there. It's plain broiled, baby. That's what you're tasting. You're tasting the carcinogenous taste. What the hell's going on in our chat?
What about?
Oh
Holy
God.
crap.
Oh God. Looks like we're getting close to you buying that hair dye, my boy.
I think we
Yo,
might have to
Absolute,
do
real
it.
quick. Thank you to Absolute for those subscriptions, guys. Look at that. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We need 4 more. 4 more for Spicy to dye his hair. You guys know you want to get in here.
You guys
Although
want
it's
to
not
see
worth asking
Spicy
them because
with-
he just
with
gave them to him.
green.
We got the hype train going on, guys.
We
Almost.
do have a level 2 hype train. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Guys, we appreciate you. So I want to talk about our friend Absolute for a minute. And A, I want to give him some props.
Horrible.
Shout out
And
for
B, I'm
those
gonna
subs.
make a compliment sandwich. He's a great dude. I love him to death. Look what he just did for us with the subs. But
100
he
biddies.
is the sub goal met 21 of 20. Look at that shit. Whoop. He is the most frustrating person to game with. It's just I love him to death.
Let's just call him for what he is. He's a loot whore. We're gonna call it.
Well, it's more than that because I want to ask you about this too because you have the same habits that he has, and I don't know if it's me. Okay, so let's tell the audience right now as a group, we all kind of play Baldur's Gate 3, right? We're having fun, but there's
Not me.
lot of standing around. Is that just the game, or are you guys busy doing other shit outside of your computer when we're in the camps and stuff? Or are we all moving stuff around like I don't get the lack of action. Like we did nothing last night for 3 hours. It was great.
All right, so the type of gameplay that I do, real quick, we're wrapping this because obviously this is a different show, but I do explore a lot. I'm one of the people that sit there and open every little crate, every little barrel. I'll go through every book. I'm one of those people. I have to find every nook and cranny of the game. So to me, I pay attention, and as you know, when we role played a lot, to me, everything was about detail, small details, and that's what I pay attention to. So I'm one of those people who appreciates that because I know that there's gamers that or creators of games, I guess you could say, that are like me who pay attention to detail, and they reward people like me who pay attention to detail.
Mhm.
So when we're in camp, when you guys are sitting there for 20 minutes, you're going through your stuff and moving stuff around and trying new stuff and all that. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. So I'll go through and I'll make my character because I want to have fun. I want to make sure that when I go in the fight, I can have fun with my class. Okay. I don't want to just go and then I miss and then I'm like, oh, okay, this sucks, and then it's the end of the world for me. So I'll go and I'll try a couple of things that I think are fun. And if they don't work out, I'll just respec. I'll just re-go and I'll reset my stats. Because again, it's about how I want to play. So if I want to make a barbarian who can hit a fireball, then I'll make that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what you guys
real
were doing.
quick. He's gonna do it, guys. Thursday, you're gonna see. I gotta go. I gotta order this right now.
You gotta overnight that stuff now.
I gotta overnight it, dude. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make sure we get you. What is it called? It's called green screen hairspray.
No, punky color is what it said.
It was called, the one I found was Punky Color. Yeah, with the U. Punky
Now they
color.
have this stuff that you kind of like rub in the wax color.
I need it to wash out by the end of the show. I gotta work the next day.
Yeah, it's temporary.
This one says washes out with one shampoo.
That's what I need. I need a one shampoo wash because I can't go into work the next day with green hair, dude. I won't get any respect.
Okay. Let's see.
I just put a
Hell,
link.
half the people I work for don't even know I do this show because I don't need them to see me being an asshole on camera.
Who would think that you're an asshole, dude? Who? Tell me.
My wife called me one the other night.
I mean, she knows things about you that we don't know.
Hey, isn't it funny that women can call guys assholes, but guys can't call women? And have you ever called a woman an asshole?
I have.
Well, you're a woman. I'm saying as a guy, it just doesn't seem like something a guy would call a woman. Oh shit! Look at this.
This is where we're at, guys.
That punky color right there is the one.
That's the one, right? The
this
spray.
Right,
yeah,
that one washes out after one shampoo.
This one right here, right?
Yeah.
No, the one next to it.
This
to the left. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's Friday, dude. It's only Friday. We have to get 2-day delivery. Man,
I'm scared. All right, we'll do this after the show, but we will find something.
We'll get it. We'll get it after this show. We're gonna get it. All right. Yeah, guys. Thank you again. Oh man, you got to thank Josh after the show. You don't thank him because he's the one that Look at Skittles is like, thank you for making it happen. Oh, Spicy. I'm starting to think the people just love you, man. They love you.
They don't love me. They love the idea of me.
Dude,
They like
that's
fucking with me.
crazy.
They like seeing me eat the noodles and put shit in my hair and have somebody put makeup on me. That's what they love.
Hey, I love it. You know what
I
I'm
feel like a
saying?
dancing bear now.
All right, let's see where we at on the poll here with the burgers.
Oh,
All
we got a
right,
burger
so
poll.
we got a burger poll. Best burger: Mickey D's, Burger King, Wendy's, In-N-Out, or other. An other being whatever you want it to be.
Okay. What do you
Wendy's,
like?
Mickey D's, or In-N-Out.
Burger King, Mickey D's, Wendy's, or In-N-Out. We
What's
know where
yours?
Spicy's. We know where Spicy's go. I'm gonna
I'm a
have
Burger
on
King
this
guy.
list. I'm gonna have to go In-N-Out, dude. Animal style. I didn't know
It's a
anything
nice.
about. I didn't know anything about In-N-Out, dude, until I went to Arizona with Vampire, and I was blown away. I was like, man, this is good. So
Animal style's got this. So it's nice. I could eat the animal style like once every couple of months. It's just a lot of flavor and all that shit, you know. It just seems like too much with the sauce and all
I've
that, but
never
I do
even
love
heard
it.
of that.
You've never heard of In-N-Out?
Oh, animal style. What's that?
Yeah, you go to you so what you do is you go to In-N-Out and you get a double, which is double meat, double cheese. And then you order
Oh,
animal style and they put this chili sauce on there and there's
yeah, I've never had that.
and then they ask you the worst question that you could ever ask somebody. Will you be eating in your car? I'm like, yes, I'm a fat shit.
What about Five Guys?
What about
no,
Five
that's too
Guys?
much.
Those Five Guys are good burgers too, or
I've heard. I've always heard that Five Guys was expensive.
That's the
And
thing.
they give you
They're
a whole
pricey.
bag of fries, dude.
I
A
heard the little
whole
baby fries. They're like little thin
No,
fries.
No, no,
they're
no, 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 no.
Thick
huge.
fries.
They are good. So
Oh my
back
God,
up in
they're so
Portland,
good.
that was something me and my buddy Frank would do is every Saturday we'd get Five Guys. Because they
Yeah.
delivered out here before DoorDash and shit. They just had to do it on a bike that would take it out around the neighborhood.
You ever had Mr.
And
Beast burgers?
no.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
is that good?
Yeah,
They're good, really?
yeah, they're good. Sorry, I thought you were done with your story.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
getting to the menu, but that's okay.
No, go.
I don't know what a Mr. Beast burger is.
It's Mr.
Do you know
Beast
who
has
Mr.
a.
Beast is?
Oh, can that's the other shit. Do you have to brand everything?
Yeah, you do.
He's got his candy bars. Now he's got burgers. What's he going to open at Beast University? Start his own Beast vodka and then run for president?
You
Probably
never know, right? You never know.
I mean, he sounds like somebody we got running right now.
finish your story.
I forgot my story. I don't even know
Yeah,
what I
this-
was talking
Talking
about.
about the fucking menu
What menu?
at Five Guys. Anyways,
He doesn't remember. Anyways, dude. But I know you were telling me something earlier about your dog, dude. Is the dog okay?
He'll be all right. We don't know what it was. He's still a little shaky on his feet, but he's resting. He's a good boy. I love my dog.
What
You
kind
know
of
how
dog
we
is
are
he?
with our dogs. We fucking love
Is
our
he-
animals. You even got a Pomeranian that you hate, but I know that little shit snuggles up with you, and you're like, "Come here."
No, it doesn't. It
I
does
don't
not.
lie. I don't. You don't have to lie to hang out with
I
Spicy,
don't. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Vampire, I tell you. I'm not.
he ate it.
Yes, he's a little shit.
dude.
I don't. Like I said, I don't mistreat the dog. I don't mistreat the
No,
dog. No, I'm saying I don't have a problem with dogs. It's just he sheds, and I don't like hair all over my stuff.
Hmm.
I wear a lot of black. I have a lot of black shirts. He's white, or white
Oh,
and
yeah.
brown. And we don't get along.
Is it a race
So,
thing?
It's definitely a him shedding his white hair all over my black t-shirts thing. You know,
Black shirts matter.
There's no amount of brushing we could do for this guy. He is just a hairy beast. He reminds me of the great Khalida from WWE.
He's wow. That was a callback.
But yeah, it's old school.
There's some
We
new
used to have
wrestlers. I was trying to
Is that a
watch some,
pony or a pommy? Oh, okay.
a Pommy. I was trying to watch some wrestling, and they got all these new wrestlers now. I don't know who anybody is.
So I'll tell you this, dude. I'll tell you this. Now that Triple H is taking over wrestling, I used to watch wrestling growing up.
Mhm.
So I think I stopped watching whenever they brought around like the Yes guy. Yes. This is it. Ryan Brian. I can't remember. Ryan Daniel was he? something
Yeah,
Daniel.
something like that. Yeah, with the beard.
Yeah, with the beard. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
after and then John Cena left and came back like 30 million times. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
Like I was done. But now I'm starting to see clips of wrestling, dude. Now that Triple H is taking over, and it's actually pretty good. It's actually the good
Really?
storylines are coming back. The good character developments and the good buildups are coming back. It's actually some really good storyline. It makes me want to get back into it, But that
I guess it's going to be on Netflix or something. They're going to be on some like they got a WWE got a deal with the streaming service, so now that they can show like hardcore shit, they're not balanced by what they were doing on TV. Isn't that crazy?
I know. I know for a long time, they went through that whole phase of them having to kind of like bring everything down a notch because they were doing all these crazy stunts.
Yeah.
I grew up in the era where dude was jumping off Hell in the Cell. Mick Foley threw himself off,
Yep.
Down on a table.
Remember Kurt Angle going through the glass in King of the Ring?
He's just going through the ring with was it Vince McMahon's son?
Yeah. He went through he got slammed through that glass.
Yeah, concussions and all this stuff, And again, I think it's the same as NFL, always, we advocate for safety. But at some point you make it too safe. Like the NFL now, I feel is too safe.
I saw some dude wearing a cover on his helmet. Now they got these new shock things that they wear. What is this? Is it sensors or something? Is it an airbag? I don't know what it does. That's what I would love. Like you get tackled.
It's got a hit. But the thing about it's got a hit before the airbag goes off.
That's funny, Jim. I'm just saying, dude. It would add a new aspect to the game. You airbag some guy. That sounds like something that might have happened at a Diddy party. Somebody got airbag.
Like, but I feel like back in the day, it was definitely more about you were on the NFL, that you made it, you officially made it, and you were there to keep your job. Now these guys are getting signed with these $100 million contracts, and they're not even going to play. Like, what? Why they want to get hurt? They're not playing
skirmish
again.
team.
They're just like, coach, I ran 30 yards, put me on the bench. So
where's the love of the game anymore? Is it all about is everything in this whole gut? Is it all money?
It's about the money. It's all
everything.
Money. It's all money. Everything nowadays is about the money. They go in and you're looking at these players, and no longer are they players of a game, they're assets.
Yeah, they're commodities, right? You trade them like you do stocks.
Yeah, that's it. You don't want to mess up your asset. You don't want to damage your land. You don't want to damage, the profit, the overall value of your owning, whatever you own. And that's how it goes. And that's the bad thing about it now. That's where football has come. And a lot of sports have came there. There's so much money tied up, and when you get so much money, nobody wants to lose money. So, hey, be careful. Look how you do. Look, even LeBron and all these other basketball players.
Listen,
but
I happen to get rich enough to own a team, which will never happen. I'm already too old to make that kind of money. I'm just saying.
You could make the money. And it could be it could be spicy feet overnight.
That's true. I'm just saying, you get this guy that gets onto my football team that I own, and I hear I'm going to run 30 yards and sit on the bench. I'm like, yeah, you're going to Cleveland, dude. I don't want to deal with you. I want players. I want people that can put action on the field. I don't understand this treating them like commodities and baby. I heard this one guy got, like what you said, a $15 million contract, and he doesn't even play. He's on the skirmish practice team.
Yeah.
And they just keep him there. And they're paying him a shit ton of money. Meanwhile, you and I are scraping for pennies on the ground, barely surviving, working our asses off to make this happen. Laws too, all of us, Yusuf, everybody's work. Oh, by the way, I got to say this before I forget. I recorded a new Behind the Pint yesterday.
Yeah, how'd it go?
So it was awesome, guys. We're going to have an amazing show on Behind the Pint. We're talking to a gentleman. I won't give too much away, but he did some time after selling drugs allegedly through cartel connections.
Wow.
And how he turned his life around, and the rehabilitation process in prison and what prison was like and all that. So we're going to be doing that. Yusuf is putting the finishing touches on that actually as we speak. He's in his room doing it right this second. So that should be up here real soon.
Nice, guys. Again, if you go and you look on our YouTube channel, you'll find all of our content, guys, not just the Phat and Spicy Show. So at the PNS Studio and YouTube, make sure you subscribe, guys. That's where you'll find all of our previous podcast, all of our other shows that we offer, and Behind the Pine as well.
I'm gonna
Real
be a
quick, guys,
dick.
I put a
We'll go
poll
to
up.
each video.
Would you buy Spicy's feet pics? Look at these. We're gonna put a poll up right now. Y'all just let us know. I told you, somebody out of everybody here, somebody would buy your feet pic.
Are they hairy?
Spicy feet? No, I don't got hobbit feet. I got no hobbit feet.
Are they spicy?
No,
they're good.
I'm clean. Would you, I shower. For $5 extra, would you dip them in Tabasco sauce?
No.
Ew.
Just a little toast.
No, I can't do that.
It ain't gonna hurt.
For you, I tell you what. For a gift of $100, I will lick hot sauce off of my toes.
Wait! You can get your feet up to your mouth? I'd pay $100 just to see that myself.
Hey, I'm big, but I'm spry, motherfucker.
Dude, I didn't know you were that flexible, dude. Like licorice. Look at you.
That changes the game for you?
Yeah, it changes definitely. Oh, what the? Yo!
I can do it, man.
He probably chews his toenails off.
No. Let's first off, let's not get that rumor out there, Laws. Thank you very much. That doesn't happen. But I can do that. So one thing that I do as a chef is I make sure that I stretch out every day before I go to work. That's big for me because I can't pull a muscle if I'm lifting something or I'm lifting, you know what I mean? It just can't happen. So I've been doing that since I was in my 20s, is stretching out before I work. And it just kind of made me kind of flexible. Dance classes when I was a kid keeps me spry.
Dude, I try to pull my foot up to my mouth. I'm gonna break something. Something's gonna snap.
He's gonna fart.
Something's gonna give, baby. It might just be my lungs.
Yeah, I can't believe I can do it, but I can still do it.
That is crazy. So can you bend all the way down and touch your toes?
Yeah. Without bending my knees, absolutely.
Yeah, dude, you definitely went to those Diddy parties.
Yeah, no problem.
You definitely went to those Diddy parties.
Worst part is you would never guess by looking at me because I got a big old belly.
It's not that big. What's that got to do with it?
It ain't that because it gets in the way of doing a lot of stuff, you know.
Look, it's coming to that time of the year where everything big's in season. Big pumpkins, big guys in red suits, big spicy. You know what I'm saying? And the poll's in, bro. The poll's in. You got 1 no and 3 silently holds debit card.
They don't want to let people know that they want it, but they want it.
They want it. That's right. That's it, dude. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, we'll look into adding a Spicy Feats on PNS Studios website. We'll see what happens. Remember, guys, $100 gift gets me to lick it off my toes right here on camera. It will live on the internet forever.
Jeez Louise. Aside from that, going back to the pet situation, dude. Back to the pet situation. How many pets have you had your whole life, throughout your whole life?
I have never lived without a dog. I've always had a dog.
How many dogs have you? You never had a cat?
4 cats in my life. That's including the one that we have now. He's right over here. Let me see if I can get him.
4 cats, wild. Laws. How many animals you got?
Currently, I just have 1.
How many have you had?
This is my jerk.
Right now.
It's a baby.
That's my boy. That's Taco.
Well, my parents used to raise boxers, and so we had multiple boxers when we were little, and then they decided they weren't going to do that anymore, so they got 2 Yorkies, and then they got rid of. We've always had dogs. It's always been dogs, but we've had cats like throughout the years too, but it's always mainly been dogs. We had a cat named Kitty Puss Meow once. But as an adult, like as my own, I probably had 3 cats, 1 dog. But right now I just have 1 cat.
So what made you go to cats over dogs?
It wasn't really I don't really have a preference of our cats better than dogs or vice versa. I like them both. It was just an opportunity. Someone came to me at work and they said, "Hey, I have a cat. Do you want to take him?" And I saw him and I was like, "Yes, I do. That's my guy."
Okay. Which one's less expensive in your opinion?
Probably. I mean, the dog. I guess you don't have to buy cat litter. You can just take him outside.
Anything, right? Is your cat picky on what he eats?
Yes and no. I mean, like,
Because I kid you not, the only reason I'm asking is I kid you not. This little dogs that I grew up with, the dogs that are from the hood, the barrio, or whatever, the country, those dogs will eat anything, and I
Yeah.
mean anything.
Yeah.
oh,
I remember one time I scraped off some eggs and some grits on the floor, and the dogs came and ate it with the dirt and everything. But this little Pomeranian, this little dog, will not eat nothing if it's not meat.
Really? You have to give it
I'm
fresh meat? Meat?
meat. Like,
All
no,
they-
don't get me wrong. He'll eat his dog food, but like if you want to give him like a treat or some scraps,
Like he
That's
won't eat a
funny.
piece of cheese or nothing. Really?
Ollie will
Oh,
eat bok choy. He likes it.
really?
Yeah, he loves
I
bok
just said-
choy.
I just said cheese here at my home studio, and my dog is scratching on my studio door because he heard me say cheese. He wants it now. He's like, "Where's the fucking cheese, dude?" So he's fine. He's well enough
Where's
to
the
come
fucking
downstairs and try to
Where's
get
the
cheese.
fucking cheese?
It's gonna be fine. I'll give him some after the show. Misha, go away. He's a good dog.
Yeah, no, I don't know what vampire did to this dog, but it is wrecked. It's the wrong kind of dog. It's ruined. I can't, you can't. Usually you would be like, I don't want these onions. I don't want this broccoli. You throw it on the floor. Get away with it. No, this dog come up and just be like, and be offended. And be offended and look at me
Give
like
you the eyeballs. Yeah, give you the chicken eye.
and then walk away. I'm like, now I gotta be the jerk. Now I gotta be the dumbass. I gotta clean it up because I threw it on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. My kids got in the stupid habit of like, if they were eating something, and there was a little bit left over, they'd put it in the dog dish. But he doesn't like that. So I come in the kitchen the next morning to make coffee, and there's a piece of a chicken fried steak in the fucking dog dish that he won't eat. But if you throw it on the floor, he'll gobble it right up.
Wow. Laws, real quick, and see if you can find there's a TikTok or something out there of a dog that will not eat unless they pray for the food.
What?
Yeah. But let her look for that. But again, going back, yeah. Like I said,
I've had 7 dogs.
Look, even dog treats, dog bones, dog jerky, won't touch it. Won't touch
Okay,
it.
I'll give you that one. Have you seen the cow bones that are like this big? That are like smoked with some meat on them and shit? I bought one of those for my dog, and he won't even look at it.
That's
I don't get it.
like. I mean, I guess you got to taste it. Maybe it's not good. I don't know.
My kid ate a kitty treat Temptations. He wanted to see what they taste like. I'm like, go ahead. It won't kill you. He popped that thing in his mouth. He was like this. Oh.
Yeah, no. And I get it now. I get it. And people always like, oh, why does the dog want your food? Because their food tastes like shit. That's why their food is garbage. Don't go sit there and try to be like, oh no, look at it. It's healthy. It's good. It tastes good. Then eat it. You eat it.
Yep.
You eat it then if it's so good. And they actually have a dog food. There's a brand out there that actually says that you can eat alongside your dog with this dog food because it's human edible as well.
Is that refrigerated stuff you see at the store, that Fido Fresh or whatever it is?
Maybe it is. Like I said, I know for a fact that I read it and I read the bag. I used to work a long time. I used to work at Tractor Supply and they deal with dog food all the time. And it was like, and then that's how they packaged. That's how they branded it. Share a meal with your dog. And I'm like, Spicy's people have been doing it all this time for free.
What the hell did you just say to me?
How do you feel about people like do you give your dog like you eat something and give your dog some on the same spoon and then you go
no,
back
not
to
out of the no. I don't do that.
Okay. That's
I don't know
what
where
I
you
was
guys get this idea that I'm some savage or something. I'm prissier than you are, dude.
Do you kiss your dog on the mouth?
No.
Like,
I will give him a smooch. Like if I'm leaving the house for the day and he's like asleep curled up on my chair, I'll give him a little kiss on the nose or on the forehead, just a little I love you, buddy. See you soon.
But will you let him lick all over your face?
No. He doesn't do that anyway. He doesn't like to do that. My dog's not affectionate, but he's very, very stout when it comes to like guarding the house. My dog's favorite person is my wife. You know how dogs kind of latch onto one?
They choose.
Yeah.
Just like my cat. He'll come over and he'll sleep here on my desk when I'm doing stuff for the show. But for the most part, he spends it with the 2 boys. And he loves my twins.
And that's the good thing I'll say about Cosmo, which is the little Pomeranian. Cosmo, like the girls will go outside, he'll go outside with them. They'll go in. He wants to be in the bathroom. Sometimes he's just a little perv, but
That's the other thing.
He does.
You have dogs. You ever gotten down with the dog watching you in your room? Been with the lady and getting ready, and the dog's just staring at you?
Well, guys, we appreciate you coming and joining us on this episode of Fat and Spicy, guys. Thank you. We have the video. Let's
I've got your video.
Oh,
I'm sorry, dude.
You feel something cold on your back, and you're like,
no. But I've been doing what I got to do, and I look over, and the dog's like,
will not eat his food until he says a prayer.
You can eat it. Go. You can go eat it. You can eat it. Go.
No matter how many times she tells him that it's okay to go eat the food, he doesn't.
Go eat it. It's just a little snack.
Still wants to pray like a true dog of God.
You can eat it. Go. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on.
no, shut up.
God is great. Let us thank him for our food. By his hands we all are fed. Thank you, Lord, for daily bread. Amen.
Showing us why all dogs go to heaven.
Oh, shut up.
So what's crazy about it is that people are like, no, But I've seen there's other videos. There's plenty of other ones, and she'll give the food and she'll put it like in his mouth, and he just.
I get it.
But is it habits?
Dogs.
Just some people.
All of our
some
pets.
people believe in reincarnation. Who knows?
I've wondered. Do you? Before we go, because we have a few minutes. Do you believe in the reincarnation thing, dude? Do you think that there's energies that can circle around and come back as far as consciousness, or do you think that each life is individual, each soul is individual?
I think it's good. I think it is essentially the what you're saying. There's energy that flows throughout time. And eventually that energy recycles. Now there are conspiracies that I've read about where people say that the government invented something that catches essentially souls or the essence of souls, and it's like a dome, and it doesn't allow them to ascend, because they say that when we die, we ascend to a higher version of ourselves. But they have this dome that captures it and recycles us back into the ground. Or you can believe what Lion King said, we die, we become the dirt, and the animal will eat the grass, whatever he says,
See, that's why when I go.
Speaking of Lion King, he died.
James Earl Jones. Yeah,
James Earl Jones, such a legend. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Shout out to. Definitely made up a lot of my childhood. From
no shit, from everything, Star Wars, everything he's been a part of.
Lion King, The Sandlot.
The Sandlot. Yeah,
dude. What? And he was in Coming to America with Eddie Murphy.
Both of them.
But yeah,
he was in the second one too. When I do go, I want something to be planted. Like I wish that they'd crack me open and put a seed of some kind in me and let me grow a tree out of me. That way I can go back into something. Do you know what I mean? Let my energy, let something feed off of me.
What kind of tree are we talking about, my boy?
Oh, homie, you know what I'm saying.
What you got there? This that spicy, homie. This that spicy.
Right spicy. We're gonna smoke some spicy OG today.
A little cayenne pepper in it so it burns.
You could do that actually. You could be part of the reef as well.
Just chop me up.
I've seen that though.
I've seen in a weed field.
I've seen there's actually a place where people go and they have their family members or loved ones turn into like these little biodomes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
You can even shoot yourself off in a firework.
What? Just let it rain on all the little kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to do that. I mean, come on.
R. Kelly would probably like that. Anyways, sorry about that.
All right, we gotta go. We got stuff to do.
Yo, guys, if you enjoyed the show, again, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, guys. We appreciate it. We have obviously we're on Facebook, guys. Look up Phat and Spicy. We're on YouTube at the PNS Studio. We have Instagram.
I gotta beg one more time before we go, guys. Even if you just go to the YouTube page, go to every video, just click it, go to the next, upvote, go to the next. If you like what we're doing, we're trying to get that usership up on the YouTube, and that's going to help us tremendously. If you take the time to put a couple of comments in there, that will help us even more. We love you guys, and thank you for your support.
Guys, join us this Thursday coming up, guys. We're on our next episode of Phat and Spicy
with Aaron.
Guys, with Aaron, our DM, dude. As always, I'm Phat.
I'm Spicy.
And this is the Phat and Spicy Show. Yeah,
Dude,
just like
you
Skittles
guys- I
bouncing.
don't want
Bang!
to
But what,
shoot me
dude?
out of a rocket over people.
I don't know. I think when I die, dude, I think about being cremated. You know,
Really?
just I don't because it's saving money. You know, I'm frugal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to spend all that money
I
on
thought
a
I was
casket.
cheap.
I'm spending.
Who's Skittles Bomb? I don't know that one. We're still live.
We are, aren't we? Hey, everybody.